I lost all my muscle after not working out for 30 days. Now let me tell you what happened. So this didn't happen recently, obviously. I just dropped a workout video last week. From April 1st, 2021 to April 30th, 2021. I didn't do a single push-up, didn't lift a single weight. I didn't do anything. I just sat in bed and rotted away. Y'all know how depression is. I'm gonna break down in 3 stages what exactly happened for me to lose almost 20 pounds of muscle. Now, stage 1 is weight loss. Now, you might look at this stage and be like, well, duh. However, the only reason why I lost weight is because I wasn't eating. I went from 155 to 160 to 142 exactly. The truth is, if I had still been eating at maintenance, still been consuming a high protein diet, I probably wouldn't have lost that much weight, if any, regardless if I was working out or not. So yeah, I lost hella weight because I wasn't eating. I wasn't eating at all. Stage 1, the first stage was weight loss. Stage 2 was muscle atrophy. So this one I actually started losing muscle. Now technically the muscle atrophy process starts at around 3 weeks after you stop working out. This can be minimized. Obviously, like if you don't work out, this can be minimized if you still eat a lot at maintenance or surplus and you're still getting a lot of protein in to kind of retain the muscle. Like I said in the first step, I wasn't eating, and which means I wasn't getting any protein in. So the muscle atrophy process happened faster. Like it accelerated. Instead of 3 weeks, it came in like 1 week and a half for 2 weeks. Of course, I didn't lose all my muscle, obviously. I didn't lose all my muscle. But what I did notice is the weak points of my physique and my chest, calves, anything that's hard for me to put on muscle, those are the first parts that were gone whenever I stopped working out. You know, those spots were reduced by a lot. So my shoulders were gone. I didn't have any shoulders. You can see in the picture, I didn't have any shoulders. I didn't have any chest. Of course, you can still see abs because I was super lean. Arms were still of course, there was less muscle and mass on my arms, but they were still looking pretty good because that's a strong point in my physique. Like I said, any weak point on my physique, the muscle that was there just completely melted away. Stage 3, the last stage, was mental health fall off. Of course, if you drop any amount of weight, like if you drop 10-15 pounds of weight in like a 2-3 week span, you're gonna feel like shit. If you don't eat, you're gonna feel like ass. If you're somebody that's constantly going to the gym and all of a sudden you've built this physique and then you look in the mirror and it's not there anymore, it's all gonna tax your mental. You're gonna feel like ass. You're gonna feel like ass mentally. You're gonna have less energy, less sex drive, less libido, less T, like all of these things that are common, you know. And I know this is an extreme weight loss, whatever video, but these same symptoms appear when you cut. Anytime you go on a cut, especially when anytime you go on a cut, you know, you're more hungry, you're more irritable, you have less energy, all these things on a cut, because anytime you go below your maintenance, you're starving yourself to an extent. Obviously not like anything dramatic, but anytime you go on a cut, you're essentially starving yourself. Even if it's just a 150 to 200 calorie cut, you're still starving yourself. You see the pictures, I did lose almost 20 pounds. How long did it take me to get back to the point to where I was? Now, it took me personally, it took me from April to July where I could actually look in the mirror and look at myself and be like, all right, yeah, I made it back. It took me 3 months to get from 140 to back to the 150, 160 range, and not just eating whatever, eating actually clean foods and working out 6 days a week. It took me 3 months, and I'll show you the pictures up here. So even though all of that was unintentional, like I didn't mean to purposely lose basically all my muscle mass, lose a bunch of weight, and then work back up to it. Like I didn't do that on purpose. It kind of just happened. It was a cool little experiment. I didn't even realize back then, of course, but looking back on it now, it was a cool little experience, and I hope y'all learn. Some of y'all could take away some lessons and learn something from this video and from my experiments. I can't talk from my experiment and my experience, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's a quick little video. I just had this idea pop up in my head because I realized, bro, I did basically do a mini experiment back then. But anyway, let's go up here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'm gone. Peace.